This week on In the Kitchen with Pete, we're doing country style ribs. Country style ribs, what are they? Now, when I'm down in Florida, I find they're very common in local grocery stores. Here in Canada, not so much. But I have talked with my local butcher, Mike at Fortino's, and he says it's an old school cut of meat, been around for years, knew exactly what it was. So if you need some help, go see your local butcher, ask for country style ribs. And they're not really ribs, they're actually from the pork shoulder. They have a bit of bone in them, but they're so meaty. Check them out. When they're cooked with this recipe I have, they come out so tender, so juicy, with a sticky sauce. Anybody who loves ribs will love these. Let's get to it. Now here's our beautiful cut of meat. You can see a little bit of bone at the end. And during the cooking process, we'll melt away a lot of that fat. And that gives us our juicy, tender, country style rib. Place the ribs in a bowl and add a drizzle of olive oil and a drizzle of apple cider vinegar. The apple cider vinegar gives it flavor and helps tenderize the meat. Mix that well. Find a meat rub or seasoning that has brown sugar in it. I'm using Cluck and Squeal. It does not have any brown sugar, so I'll add my own. I'll use 2 parts of the seasoning to 1 part of brown sugar. Mix it up in a bowl and generously add it to the meat. Your choice of seasoning could be as simple as salt and pepper, but I do recommend adding the brown sugar. That helps get a nice, sticky, country style rib. Let all those flavors get to know each other for about 20 minutes. We'll get it to room temperature. Now I've got myself a pan here with a grate on it. I'm going to put a coat of cooking spray on, and then we're going to lay our ribs on top. All right, let's get cooking. Preheat the oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit and cover tightly with tinfoil. And into the oven for an hour and a half. After an hour and a half, be careful, take that tinfoil off and lay on the barbecue sauce. And I mean lay on, be generous. Whatever your favorite sauce is. Today I'm using some Sweet Baby Rays. It's nice and sticky and tasty. Cover it back up and then it's back into the oven for another 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, remove the tinfoil, careful of the steam, and then we'll give those ribs a flip. We want to ensure we get that sticky barbecue sauce on every edge, every side, every piece of those country style ribs. Now turn the oven up to a high broil. This is how they're going to get really sticky. Now when you have it on high broil, you gotta keep a close eye. You are looking for some charred edges, but you don't want it throughout. So stand by the oven and keep an eye. It could only take 5 minutes depending on your oven, and then flip. And then do the same thing until you get all the sides nice and brown with a little bit of charring on the edges. Now this is what you're looking for. Look at that, nice and gooey and sticky, a little charred around the edges. Oh my, this is gonna be mouth-watering. Now, what goes better with some nice ribs? Pork and beans and coleslaw, of course. For my pork and beans, I just got a can of beans and I added some bacon and onions. And my coleslaw, you can find that recipe on In the Kitchen with Pete. Episode 75, Best Darn Coleslaw. Now, let's get to the ribs. Tender, juicy, sticky, gooey. I think we have our mission accomplished. So tender. You gotta try these. You're gonna love it.
Well, that was another simple and delicious recipe, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I have over 150 videos to date on YouTube. I'm sure you'll find something that you like. I have them put in playlists too, so if you want to look for beef or desserts, whatever subject, I've got a lot of different ones that you can find. And don't forget to hit that little red subscribe button down below. Whenever I put out a new video, you'll get notified. Thanks for coming out and watching In the Kitchen with Pete. Until next time, see ya!